So if you look at the state of smartphone these days, especially the ones that's coming from Apple and Samsung, they are getting real expensive. And a lot of that thing is the features that they put into these cell phones now. Some of it you probably will never have the ability to use. So let's talk about some of the features that's being put into phone that has limited usage and who's asking for these things. So one of the things that I notice a lot of manufacturers are doing now is trying to create foldable phones, mainly Samsung. Now it's cool that we innovate and do different things. So I'm applauding the fact that you can actually bend a phone and still have it usable. But as you can see with the first implementation, it was failing. So right off the back, you can tell Samsung didn't put a lot of R&D into testing those new phones.
200,000 folds tested according to Samsung. Is the software keeping up with the number of folds to alert the user when it's getting close to that magic number?
Of course, they went back to the lab and work on it again and rebuild it, and I think they have the issue fixed now. But still, the cost of buying a phone like that is way too high. So the average consumer is not going to get a phone like that. And now that we're talking about bendable phones, when you open that phone, it has a bigger screen. So is it still a phone, or is it between the phone and the tablet? Something that we call phablet.
The phablet is a class of mobile devices combining or straddling the size format of smartphones and tablets.
Because that was a term they used to use for a phone that has a bigger screen than the normal screen. So I'm all in for innovation. But like I said, who's asking for these kind of devices? The next feature is reverse charging. Now that's a cool concept. You can put two phones together and charge the other phone. But when you think about it, that's kind of like robbing from Peter and giving to Paul. It's not like it's an even swap. So you're taking energy from one phone and give it to another. And now the phone that gave away some of its energy has less energy to make it through the day. So now the phone that gave away that energy has to find somewhere of recharging to gain its energy back. So the reverse charging is a good concept, so I'm not going to knock that. It's a good innovation. But I think it would be more beneficial if there was a spare battery inside the phone that could share that energy and keep your phone at its maximum charge. So the reverse charging is only really beneficial if you have a set of earbuds or stylus that you need to recharge. Now 5G is a thing that they're pushing lately, especially with Samsung. Now why are they going from 4G to 5G? When 4G was first introduced, it was at 100 megabits. Now you can get 4G LTE up to 1,000 megabit. With 5G, we're talking about 10,000 megabits. So it's all about speed increase. But the technology is so new that you're going to spend big money on a phone that has that capability built in. And here's the thing, 5G is not widespread. Right now, it's like spotted in certain areas. So you getting a brand new Note 10 5G in an area that doesn't have 5G capability is just spending money on a phone that you will never have the ability to use that. So that means that you have the cart in front of the horse, because the antennas that they have on the market right now support 4G LTE. It's widespread. You can pick that up almost anywhere. But the 5G network is still in this infancy stage. I would say still in the pregnancy stage. So it's going to take some years, probably a decade or two, before it really get widespread so you can really take advantage of that 5G network. Now that will probably eventually happen, just not right now. So for you to invest in it right now is just a waste of money and a waste of time, because you're really not going to get the full benefit out of it like you're getting with 4G LTE right now. And even if you live in an area that has that 5G, once you leave that area that you live in that has the 5G network and you move to another area or even travel to another area, you automatically lose that capability, and now you're back down to the 4G network. So really think about that when you're spending your money on these latest and greatest technology that's still in their infancy stage. Now I know a lot of these phone manufacturers try to sell you on the concept that you need this phone because it has 48 megapixel or 24 megapixel or whatever megapixel it has. But here's the thing, a camera can take a good picture even with 16 megapixel. But here's the thing about taking a picture. You see better because of how much light is available. So if there's a candlelight, you're not going to see much. With a room light, you're going to see more stuff. If you go outside in a bright sunny day, everything looks crystal clear. That's how your camera really works. Most professional photographer use a professional camera, and they have all these studio lights because they know that those lights are gonna actually bring out the subject. On a phone, yes, the megapixel is awesome. I mean, it's good to have 24 megapixel or whatever it has, but the light is what really makes the picture sharp. The only other way to make that happen is to do software manipulation. So all that skin smoothing and sharpening that the software is doing is modifying the way things are, but you're not getting the true picture that it is. And that's fine and dandy, you know. A lot of people want good pictures and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that. Some people like the skin smoothing, stuff like you do in Photoshop to make your skin look smooth. Nothing wrong with that. But the point I'm trying to make is, instead of investing in all this software to make the picture look better, how about investing in a battery that can last an entire 24 hours? Even 48 hours. Because the more stuff we're doing with these high-tech phones now, you know, driving these high-resolution screens, trying to connect to 5G networks, and offering reverse charging. So all of this is draining the batteries faster. And gone are the days where you can swap out batteries like you used to. You could have a spare battery in your pocket, your purse, your book bag, or wherever, and just swap it out on the fly. But you can't do that anymore. Now you need to find a power source to recharge that phone. One thing I do have to applaud them on is the rapid charging, which can get you at least 50% of your phone charge in no time. The wireless charging I'm not really keen on, but you know, that's a preference to each his own. I like to plug my phone in the outlet and get that maximum juice and faster charging. But there's still some area that's lacking improvements. We still dropping calls. Even in this modern time where we have more antennas, more satellite, better technologies, people are still dropping calls. And we can't make it through the day, from the time we wake up till the time we go to bed, with a full charge. The only way you can actually do that is to use your phone less or put it in power saving mode. But for normal day-to-day use, you're not going to make it. You'd have to find some way to charge that battery sometime during the day. So that's this one man opinion on the concept of phone these days. Let's back off the technologies that needs to be matured. The 5G phones without the 5G network is not very useful. So we need to get the phone companies to start putting up these antennas, get them in the suburbs, get them in the main areas, and then start building it out. And then we can start pushing the phone manufacturers to make the phones to take advantage of that network. Okay, so that's my take on the state of cell phone these days. Yes, people are still going to buy these newer phones. It doesn't matter if it costs $16,000 or $2,000. For some people, it's all about prestige, which is fine. Me, myself, I'm into the technology, but I wait for the technology to mature and get widespread before I start investing in it. If that is you, then save your money, wait for it to get widespread. Right now, all you need is a phone that can has all-day battery. At least take it to your workday, and have strong enough antennas that can give you 99.9% talk time. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank you for taking the time for watching it. I look forward to see you next time. Have a good one.